old Zenith sitting here that's currently under restoration. I got my capacitors in to get them replaced. This has been an ongoing project for a little while. I think the case is right down here. But what I really wanted to show you was a acquisition I just got. I picked up a old estate from a lady whose father-in-law had passed away several years ago, and they had just been storing a lot of his old stuff. And he apparently ran a radio repair somewhere in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania, somewhere anyway. But I'll show you this collection of stuff that I picked up here the other day. I've got several meters, a RCA Vodomus Jr., an older model, which is kind of unique, is that this one has a power off-on switch in the center. I don't see many with the Junior Vodomus with that, and then a light. But other than that, I think it's all identical to other models, or close to. The black dual meter is a triplet 1200B, and you don't see too many of those around anymore. It runs off of a D cell and a B battery that's I think a model 30. I think it's around 30 volts or somewhere around there. An Echo 232, very popular, lots of them out there. Very similar to the Heath kit, the V7s or the T7s. Very similar in structure, and also probably to the Junior also in design. A cabinet that is full of old radio dial belts, and I see these on the internet every now and then, and it's just full of them. I looked at a couple of them, and they're still very viable rubber belts, some of them, and dial strings. I showed you the Precision 612 tube tester that I refurbished some time ago. There's a video on my site about it. And also along with this collection was another 612. It's a very similar but a little bit different. Nice thing about this one, it does come with the optional tube base that will do the more current tubes, the little peanut tubes and compactrons. It's got, I think, about 6 or 7 rolls of earlier rolls of tube charts, so the charts were always being updated. Includes a manual and a lot of supplements and even the warranty card. The case, as you can see, the veneer is in pretty bad shape. It's been ripped and torn, but the meter itself is in excellent shape and working. Didn't need to do anything with that. I'll scan across this room that is just packed full of stuff right now and kind of give a little bit better description of it. But there's bags of tubes and capacitors and coils and chokes and cans of resistors and capacitors and selenium rectifiers and of all sizes, shapes, and types. Tubes and more tubes. This is the gentleman's name. It was Ralph Bauer, and I guess you can see the address there. This is a 35 tube, or not a 35, but 1935 was when this tag was put on this tube, and it was pulled from servicing. And let me dig around here just a second. And tubes and tubes and more tubes, new, used. Let's see if you can see that. 27, Cummins 327, bottle tube. A lot of those in there. This white case that I'm pointing at is filled with mostly audio tubes, 6 NS7s, 12AX7s, 12AU7s. Just filled with them. Most of them look used, some of them are new, as far as I can tell. And just sweeping across here, this here is Helicrafters. It's one of my old ones. This didn't come with the state. I've had this for some time. I think I've got a video of it. A Hello Rio, I believe is the way it's pronounced. Crystal radio. A Motorola. Let's see if I can get this open here. Oh yeah, this is coming loose on it. That's the antenna. It's supposed to be on the backing. Little portable radio, and I just lost the screw, so it's not going to stay down. Boxes of old radio. This is probably the newest one that came with this set. It's a Triumph. It's transistorized AM FM. More tubes, a lot more tubes. An Aurora AM radio kit. Probably was early 60s, maybe 59. I have the paperwork that comes with that and the information to put that kit together. More boxes of stuff, just condensers, old wiring, tunable capacitors. This thing here is a microphone. And Traveler, I believe that's a little portable AC/DC radio. Another box full of old parts. GEK80. A transistor. Man, more tubes, I believe, is down in there. Gave me a lot of stuff to go through and do, and I'm going through them. I also have this old Philco I got on one of the old radio sites to forums and asked for an ID, and I had a couple guys give me a hand with the ID of this pretty quick. One fella thought it was a 54C, Philco 54C, and there are some that are close to this, but all the schematics for a 54C are not the same. They're 5-tube or 6-tube, and this one is only a 4-tube radio. I believe that's a 77. There's another one back here, an 80 and a 42 audio tube, and that's it, 4 tubes. I did look on and found that a model 53 was the model of this particular radio. Layout and everything is for a model 53. Cabinets is in pretty nice shape, rough as far as the paint. You see it probably sit in some shop where paint and everything else got splattered all over it. The grill cloth is torn. It needs to be replaced. The dial is in fairly good shape. These were the knobs that were on it, which if you put this on there, you can't read it. So whether they're wrong, the actual photograph that I saw of one of these, the knobs are about 1/3 this size, and they're small, and they're brown. I think they're made of wood for that particular era. The cloth power cord is in bad shape, needs to be replaced. Generally always do. And I've got more to show you. At least one more radio to show you anyway, and we'll get to that in just a second. And here's this cabinet radio. Some headphones. I think I see the word Magnavox on that. Take a look here a little closer. This turns out to be a Magnavox. What's this? Model-D. It's a 5-tube, battery operated. Output is right back here. There's two little jacks with a sign that says output. On the front panel we have battery off on, volume, and then of course tuning. And the radio below is a General Electric. And a mess of cables for the battery connections. A+, A-, B+, B-, and filament. Well, I don't know there's much that can be done for this. As you can see what I'm talking about. The coils are just destroyed, just about. Looked like it was set up on something and just disintegrated. I don't know if that can be repaired or not, but something we'll look into. And here's the last radio I'm pretty proud of. This here is a Mellow Troop, and come to find out it's made by a fellow in Atchison, Kansas between 1930 and 33. And this is a fairly unknown radio. There's a different model with a different structure. I think it's called an Aztec from Steiner Radio Company from Atchison, Kansas. Fairly simple little radio, volume and tuning. Really do like this cabinet. This really unique cabinet design, I think. I mean, it's simple, but there's some elegance to it. Let me get around here and turn this around, show you the back side. And as you can see here on the back, the cord is in bad shape, the power cord. Real simple tube layout. 24A, 27, I believe, 27, an 80, and two 45s. Looks like maybe in push-pull. A tuning capacitor. And the speaker says the Magnavox company, and just a really nice set. I would imagine with this layout, this thing has got probably a lot of power. I'm not sure what these are. Trying to find a schematic for this specific model. I've just been unable to do. The guy that built these, he has a lot of models, but nothing quite like this as far as schematics go. But I'm looking really forward to get into this thing, get it recapped, check known values of resistors, and see if we can get this thing to play. So, like I said, it was one of the pickups from this estate sale, and I am very pleased with the acquisition of this radio. Thanks for watching.